Hello and welcome to the week-long Sabrina-thon. Each day in this week, we are reviewing Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Part 3. 2 episodes a day, Monday through Thursday. What episode are we talking about?
Episode 3. Heavy is the crown.
Or lies. Having a heavy-ass crown. It's a really heavy.
Is.
It's a really heavy crown, guys.
It is.
It might not be his.
You told me.
Hi, I'm Dan.
And I'm Clara.
And what did you think of this episode?
It moved things along.
You got the blood flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was fantastic, but I did enjoy it. I think it was a little bit less fun than the first two.
Yeah.
But I didn't have as many problems with it. I feel like it like you said, like it set things up. It was a good setup episode. I think that, them going after the Holy Grail items is a good conceit to get us through the next few. Oh, yes.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I liked Nick the most in this episode. I think that, I still wish he had been trapped for longer, but I think that, it gave him a lot more character in this episode than he ever had before.
Yeah.
And I liked him struggling, and I liked him sort of chiding Sabrina a little bit and being, I liked him being like, well, you like it a little bit, don't you? And, your dad must be happy. And, all that stuff I thought was great. My one thing, and it's not really a this episode problem, is I wish we hadn't actually seen what he went through.
Me too, because it doesn't seem bad enough. But that's not true, right? But but also so now I'm just you're wrestling for a couple months. That sounds tiring.
I didn't want to.
But that's not what it means, right?
There was
some
metaphorical, I assume.
Right.
But because I just wish we were getting flashes of fire and chains and blood, just much more
supernatural.
Yeah, something just more ambiguous and frightening than just him wrestling in a red light. And even the fact that we saw him with Lilith and we saw what Lilith was doing with him, his tongue, okay. It was fun in the moment, but I feel like the fact that now he's dealing with this PTSD so much, I kind of wish was more left to the imagination what he went through.
Yeah.
Kind of like in Buffy, where Angel comes back from being in hell for a long time. He's all screwed up.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I think it was a fun episode. I liked the Hilda Zelda stuff. It was really weird.
Oh yeah, Hilda's engaged now.
Yes, and
congratulations,
Hilda. She's a best-selling author.
She's a best-selling author and engaged in 2 minutes
Great
of screen
stuff.
time. I love her.
Meanwhile, Harvey had some interesting things going on. I don't know that I disliked it. It wasn't the most fascinating, but showing him in it showed a different kind of masculinity, which I appreciated, of him being nervous about sex and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think about the Theo stuff?
I liked it until the end.
Yeah. I'm hoping they still find a way for Theo to end up with the kid anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. We don't think they're gods. We think they're people who worship gods. Or am I just jumping to that conclusion?
Well, we know that one of them was either a satyr or a centaur.
Yeah, so they're probably just
those are sort of lesser deities, nature.
Yeah.
More creatures.
People who
creatures.
They're creatures who worship pagan gods, I think is what.
Yeah.
Interesting, though, that Roz noticed the centaur, fawn, whatever, but did not notice Robin.
Right, because Robin might
just be human?
Well, yeah.
That's interesting.
We don't know enough yet, but I'm intrigued. I love that whole trope.
Yeah.
I love this idea of gods at a carnival.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The carnival.
Carnival, I also really want to go to that carnival.
Yes.
Guys, let's go to the carnival.
I think the production design in general has really stepped up this season.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the villain's name was, but he was really creepy looking.
Herod?
Yeah, I think they did a great job with his look and his voice. I thought he was really great. I just wish that we got a little bit more. They have a great job of setting up action, but then when the action is actually happening, it's that still needs a little bit of work.
Well, and it all truly, I think it gets back to our fundamental question, which is what can Sabrina do?
Yeah.
Because why doesn't Sabrina just snap her fingers and obliterate?
Explodes,
there's just we don't have the rules for that.
Yeah, and even Nick is supposed to be pretty powerful. Like, I mean, I guess you could argue he was weak because he just came back. But
and, like, it would be one thing if Ambrose comes back and he's like, I found the one spell that could destroy him in the library, instead of just like, you didn't think to explode him, huh? Like, I mean, maybe he did. We don't know.
You end up leaving yourself to fill in the holes.
Yeah.
Right? You just assume, well, he had to know such and such that they didn't know. But, yeah, they would never tell you that. In addition, Sabrina, I have a love-hate relationship with the character of Sabrina, because when she's being badass and when she's being like funny or sweet or whatever, like I like the character, and I think Kiernan Shipka I enjoy so much that like helps me like Sabrina. But at the end of the day, her like naivete and arrogance and like like I don't even know what word I'm looking for. Like. The fact that she's like, I'm not going to go do this. I have plans with Nicholas. It's like, you are the freaking queen of hell. The entire planet. She has no sense of responsibility, goddamn. Kids
she's
today.
She's a child. Yeah, it's frustrating.
And just like...
Why does she think that Caliban would help her out?
I have no idea.
What? Like, there's a lot that's excusable. That seems really a weird thing to be hung up on.
He was formed from hell. Why is she like...
You're competing against him.
He's indignant that an evil person is evil, and that is just not a likable trait.
So, like, she's cheated at things before, and like, people have never been like, Sabrina, why didn't you help me while you were cheating? Like, because she's cheating, because she's trying to win. So why would she expect what?
I don't even care about the fact that they're competing. Just ultimately, he is a demon spawn created to destroy her. Oh, but you didn't save me. I could have died. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
And why don't they kill him? Couldn't Lilith and...
Well, I don't think they can do that because of, like, the rules of engagement.
Why do they... But it's hell. Why do they have rules of engagement?
Because otherwise there would be chaos.
But there is chaos. Chaos. No, but truly,
yes.
all jokes
honestly,
aside, there is.
No, I actually think that the chaos there's supposed to be order in hell, and that
of course,
and the devil created order, and so that's why they have to follow the rules, because the fact that they're not following the rules right now is why things are going crazy.
Sometimes in order to get things back, you need just a bloody purge. Yeah, and that's what I think Sabrina needs to do here.
You know what? You can go talk to Sabrina and let her know.
If I could, I wouldn't. I wouldn't bother talking to Sabrina. I talk to Lilith.
Yeah. And Lilith needs to step up and put on her mama pants.
Yeah, she does. She needs to just be like, no, Sabrina, actually, I'm sitting right here and I'm going to silently judge every single thing you do. You don't like it, you go to hell. You do.
Well, that's the thing. Lilith is clearly, like you saw, I brought up that's like, oh, if Lilith gets all 3 items, then she can be queen without being a Morning Star. Well, she was the one who picked up the crown and put it over there. And I'm like, I think that was very purposeful.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Also, I think they'll each get 1.
Oh.
I think Sabrina's going to get the next one, and I think Lilith is going to get the 3rd.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though, is like, ultimately, does any of it matter? Because are we going to just build up all of this stuff to be like, oh, who's going to be the new king? And then the devil just, like, pops back in town and is like, fuck that, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, we want that to happen because I want...
Yeah. Well, so the other thing is, if Cthulhu...
Because, like, I don't want Sabrina to be queen. She doesn't want that.
Yeah. Well, we want hell to be, well handled. And I think we want Lilith. That's what I'm rooting for. Yeah. I want a good, strong hell. And honestly, I think all of this is going to be moot, because I think everyone's going to end up teaming up against the Cthulhu shit. If they're saying that they're saying the old ones are even stronger than the devil, then I feel like she's going to end up having to partner with her dad.
With her dad, right? But not Caliban. I agree. Yeah. I think you're right. Like, this whole 3 kings and Caliban shit, like, no. Dad's going to come back, and they're going to partner up to fight. You
know what? This is just like Game of Thrones. It's like, oh, these kings, they're playing their game, and it doesn't matter, because over there, the White Walkers, they're coming.
It's an old thing.
And that's what actually matters. That's the real game that matters, not these silly kings.
Yeah, but then what's gonna happen in what's next? Heaven? Was that line in this episode?
Yeah, I think that was this episode.
That was funny. That was good.
I liked that. Yeah. So
I love Zelda.
How many flaming skulls are you gonna give this one?
Oof. I gave the last one 3, right? Or
did I give it 3.5?
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting that down to 3, and I'm giving this a 3 as well.
I am giving this a 3 as well. So now we're agreed that both episodes are 3s.
Yep.
And episode 1 was a 4.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, but currently moving on up to a 4.5.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was episode 3. We have episode 4 review coming out later today at 2 p.m. And then we'll have 5 and 6 on Wednesday and 7 and 8 on Thursday. So check back here at Doing Okay. I'm Dan.
And I'm Clara.
And praise Satan.
Caliban.
Oh my God, when they were chanting for Sabrina, that was great. I like that. And all the chanting was great.
Yeah, chanting is good.